This video is to provide you with a brief demonstration on how to access your Citrix eLearning subscription. Once you have obtained an active subscription, the first thing you will need to do is to log into the training.citrix.com environment. To do this, navigate to training.citrix.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see an option to log in. Select that login option, enter your username and password. And sign in. Once you have signed in, you'll be presented with a splash screen. In the upper right-hand corner, you will see your name with a drop-down box. Select your name and select My Account and Training. This will take you to your current active subscriptions. On this, you'll see your current instructor-led enrollments. You'll also see any My eLearning courses that you are currently in the process of completing or have completed. You'll also see an exclusive subscription feature that allows you to schedule a 30-minute call with a Citrix Certified Instructor. These are called office hours. We'll demonstrate how to do that one in just a few moments. One of the first things you'll need to do is to browse the catalog. To browse the catalog of courses that are available, you'll select the training option at the top of the screen and either look for the digital workspace, the networking, or browse the entire catalog. In this case, we'll just take a look at the digital workspace. So we'll look at the digital workspace option, and you'll see all the courses that are currently available in this particular area. We'll select the CWS 215, and this will then take you to your e-learning. This will show you an overview of what the course is about, and on the right-hand side, you'll see the button also available on demand. Select this option to get you into your e-learning subscription. Once the screen has opened up, you'll see a couple of options. The first option is to obtain your student manual. This is your textbook that you can use to follow along with the video presentations provided in the e-learning. To download, you'll select the student manual. This will then download the book onto your system. You'll then open it up in Adobe Acrobat, and you'll see a book that looks like this. And you can follow along with this with the engineers that are going to be presenting the PowerPoint presentations. The manual is just one part. The other part is going to be the student lab manual that we'll need to open up. Once you have the student manual, you'll then have a series of chapters that map directly to the Citrix certification exam for this class. First one is on architecture overview. We have deploying the site, etc. Each one has a series of videos ranging from 5 minutes to 10 minutes in length. You can watch a video by selecting it. This will open up the video presentation. You'll see an engineer. You'll select the start option. This will then begin the playing of the video. Once you've gone through the video, you would then close your lesson on that one. And you can follow along in your textbook if you need to. Many chapters will also have a lab environment. The lab environment will allow you to practice what you have seen via the videos. To launch your labs, you'll open up the lab exercises, deploy the site. You'll then choose the ready to start, and you'll see an option to start the lab. The labs take approximately 5 minutes to provision, and once the labs are provisioned, you'll be given a button that says access the lab. Now, in order to access the lab, you're going to need to have the Citrix receiver or the Workspace app on it. So you might want to download and install the Citrix Workspace app or the Citrix receiver before you begin the labs, or you can do it once you get the labs started. While this is processing, this is a good time to go to your lab guide. This will download a lab manual. This will also be a PDF document that will be specific to this particular chapter. So this is, say, chapter 2. So we'll have 2 labs on this one. While the system is provisioning, this is a good opportunity to review the lab instructions. Once the lab is ready to be launched, you'll see an option that says Open the Lab in Citrix Workspace app. You'll select this option here, And this will download an ICA file onto your system. Go ahead and open the file. And this will access your student labs. This will provide you with a Azure hosted environment using HyperV. To access the machines inside of your lab, you're going to see a couple of tools. On the desktop of your lab, you'll see several icons. You'll see a CWS 215 as well as a HyperV Manager. To power manage your machines, you use this HyperV Manager option to come in and stop and start machines when necessary. So select a machine you want to start or stop. Right-click, select Start or Stop on the system. You can also connect up. The other option is the CWS 215. This is a remote desktop connection manager. This will allow you to access the labs without worrying about logging in. It will provide the login credentials for you automatically. Once you have the login completed, you'll see a couple of items on the desktop. You'll see a lab resources. All of the materials that you'll need for the class are located inside of the lab resources. So we have the ISO image for the 718 environment, Office. So anything you might need to install or complete will be provided for you in the lab resources folder. So something that you have available to you. Once you are done with your labs, close this out, select the option up at the top, and then disconnect your lab. This will disconnect your lab, but we're still not done. We need to tell the system that we want to end the lab. If you do not end the lab, you'll be unable to go on to the next lab. So you'll end the lab, that will terminate the lab, deallocate it off the system, and allow you to move on to the next system. Once you're done with the course, you will then be provided with 3 exam vouchers. As part of your e-learning subscription, you'll receive 3 exam vouchers each year to redeem at a Pearson VUE Testing Center to pursue your certification. Additionally, there are several exams that Citrix provides. In this case, we have the Virtual Apps and Desktops service on Citrix Cloud that you'll have 2 attempts to make at no charge on your system. So these will be available down here. If during your journey through the coursework you have issues, you can always select the option to come in and request a office hours with a Citrix Certified Instructor. So select the request a call, fill in your name, the course you're taking, the time zone you want, the preferred time for the call, and then what topics do you want to discuss. This does require you to have completed the coursework, or at least some portion of the coursework before you can move forward on the system. So that's a brief introduction into the Citrix eLearning subscription. Thank you for listening.